So I'm watching Alex's video of create new stars and showcase better talent. You know, he's doing like a series and stuff. It got me thinking because he mentioned that maybe the female superstars can have um you know a just that 1 week of um of wrestling basically, and it just caught me thinking more of like that would be good. Like, what if 1 week all the men fought, all the men walked, and then the other week all the women walked? That would be better because you can actually, um, it would change your. It, you don't have to have so much clutter of a fucking goddamn story, but you can have certain people and certain wrestlers do things that they haven't done, and obviously some of them can be in the limelight that haven't been much in the limelight, and the ones that have all probably will be like, all right, I'll go back 2 weeks before, and then after that you just switch them, you just swap them and all that shit, like say if Bianca Belair um is fighting Charlotte, say that, and say if Bianca Belair is fighting Charlotte and they both in the same week on Raw or SmackDown, well, it doesn't matter. Then, all right, then they're gonna walk and everything like that. Like say if there's a job, how people have schedules and everything like that. It's like that. And if not, then you have someone else change the place of that. And then if they're not there in the other week, then you have someone else be not take that spot, but have another storyline basically. Be like, all right, well, now we're going to do this storyline, and then 1 week we'll go back to this storyline. That's just me, but again, it's reversely going back to the men and female. But a lot of people might be like, oh, you think it would be too much or too clutter? Who knows? They have a writing team, they're a studio, you know, and it can't be rocket science to write a fucking script literally probably for a month. Literally, if you take the time, you probably can write a script that can probably last a month, and you have the whole week of the women and 1 week of the men, and you'll be like, all right, here we go. Or better this, WWE, close your doors and have a whole yearly script up leading up to next year's WrestleMania. And then when you get close, like say if once you hit SummerSlam, you do a chapter 2 of the end of SummerSlam. Things might change and all that because obviously people might get injured and all that. Then you have to rechange it in some things like that. But that would be a what if. You will make that script as a basically as a test, as like, hey, this is what I would like to happen. But if it doesn't happen, all right, fine. But once we get to the next timeline, basically after Mania, the next season in a way, after Mania, you could either be like, if the superstars haven't been injured or anything like that, everything's fine, you'd be like, all right, dust this off, I can actually use my idea. If not, then obviously, because things change, then you just change things. That's really it. And WWE has always changed things. That's never gone with them. It's just that when it comes to the fans, they don't want to change for shit because, money, money. But how is it hard for you guys to just have literally 1 week with the women and then 1 week with the men? It can't be that hard. It literally can't be that hard. I'm sorry to tell you. It can't be that hard. What are you gonna say? Oh, it's bad? How is it bad? It's actually good for business, to be honest. Because again, more women will get more TV time, more limelight, and you actually flesh out these stories a little bit more better. Is that just me? Imagine the whole thing with Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks storyline was. Imagine they took a week of telling that story, you know, and then in 1 week they have one story of telling Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt, for example, because that would be good, and then the other week telling the ladies their story a little bit more and more. Like come on guys, like sorry, it can't be that hard. The thing is, most people are like, yeah, but there's not enough time in the whole show for that to happen. And I'm like, they made it 3 fucking goddamn hours. That's their fucking goddamn fault. They can fucking make the fucking goddamn time. Their company. For crying out loud, if they can make a show back in the day, perfectly fine in 2 hours, and they could do it just fine rapidly in 3 hours. For kind of like, wasn't there one Raw or SmackDown that we watched and it was like 3 hours long, and we were like, that was 3 hours? That felt like 2. Because it happened so fast. And we were like, you see, you can do it, WWE. It's just that they drag out. They drag out in the third hour mark because they all know that. They all know that shit. And I'm just like, well, whose fault is that? Oh, but without it, we would have gotten more money and more sponsors and shit. Yeah, but how's it dealing with how I don't know. How's your mental health dealing with? But I guess it doesn't matter, right? All of you guys are vampires anyways. So, seriously. I came out of your guy's fucking life. I don't give a fuck. Half of you motherfuckers are fucking vampires and succubus. Disgusting fucks. That's why you're in the fucking goddamn company to begin with. Some of you are in the company because you got in because family members and shit. And others just wanted to follow their dream until they realized that this company is literally fucking Satan itself. And no, I'm not saying about WWE. I'm talking about the fucking goddamn company. I'm not getting religious here because I'm not a religious person, but holy fucking shit, guys. Really? Really? Out of all the shit that WWE, in a way, has got away with, I'm surprised none of them are in prison right now. Most people are like, what did they do that you think they're so bad? You fucking... I'm gonna let me fucking get into it, man. Because if you guys don't fucking know, it's 2021. And if you don't know, you are naive at this point. You're fucking naive. Fucking naive. I'm sorry to tell you, man. I have nothing to say to you if you don't know. Really. Because there's people that do know the true thing about wrestling. And it's like, oh. And yet they're still here. Why? Oh, wait, that makes sense. Because the people that rule the world. Don't want to get into conspiracy and all that. But, you know, some people might think that's all fake and all that shit. But, hey, what do you want me to tell you? Oh, by the way, the vaccine, the COVID thing is fake too. Oh, wait, that's too much, right? Oh, sorry. Sister, sorry to tell you. This is what this company does to me, man. Right? This company pisses me off to the T that this company literally should be banned already. Should be gone. And the thing is, they're not. So it's like, okay, then be fucking creative then. But you're not. So ban. Ban. But at the same time, you're gonna ban anyways. Look, I want really good stuff to happen to this company. But there's really bad people in this company that really just don't care. I mean, look at Stephanie McMahon. She's not what she used to be anymore. She's a fucking robot. Even just Alex said it himself. She is just a corporate puppet. My God, she sounds like a robot now. And I'm just like, I'm a spiritual and enlightenment person. I'm really in tune with myself and spiritual. And when he said that, I'm like, dude, you have no idea. What you just said is exactly what she is. Not hating you, bro, or anything like that. But you took the words right out of your mouth, man. You might not believe it, but sometimes fiction is more real than reality. Right? And the people that believe in spirits and ghosts and all that shit, and in the afterlife, you should agree with me. I'm sorry. Because you shouldn't disagree with me with that. Just saying. But moving on with WWE, man. Because the reason I talked about that with WWE is because you guys have no idea what this company has fucking done to these wrestlers, man. You have no fucking idea. Some of these wrestlers are scarred and can't tell anybody about the fucking goddamn truth because what the fuck they just saw. Oh, yeah, we can't tell you because if you do, oh, good luck. Do I need to spell it out for you? Whatever, man. Whatever. Look. At the end of the day, WWE is the company. Vince has to talk to other people, not just himself and other people below him. He has to talk to other people above him. You know? They might work for him in his company, but at the same time, they can still take that shit away from him. Why? Because if he's not listening to them, in what they want him to do, then nothing won't happen. That's what happens when you have a company, guys. You don't think that you don't make $1 billion company and suspect that there's not high-ranking rich people that are perverted and disgusting as fuck that won't take it? Don't think that shit won't happen. Cause you're dumb if you don't think that shit won't happen. It's been happening for generations, motherfucker. And WWE is no different. WWE is just one of those little tiny things in the cesspool of so many companies that have joined literally corruption. That's why, look, that's why we all want this company to change, man. We see this company being what we don't want it to be. And we all know this deep down inside. Either you think I'm stupid or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Because I know I'm right. Okay? I don't have to prove you anything, man. I already know just by nature herself, man. But I don't have to go deep into that either. What I do need to say is that this company shows it probably would never change. And look at what time we're in. Guys, some people always laugh saying that, oh, we're in the apocalypse, ha ha ha. There's different versions of the apocalypse, and just because there's no zombies does not mean it's an apocalypse. And just because there's not people dying does not mean it's an apocalypse. Like millions of like I'm talking about like flat out like normal people like like your mother just died or some shit like that, you know, or your sister just died or something like that, you know, or someone that you know from YouTube just died like that because everyone's just dropping off like flies, you know. But eventually, you know, I'm not even going to say that shit because this is going to my main channel. I just want to say this, guys. Just you guys gotta know how this company is, and if they are like this, they have always been like this. Always. They're an old company. They're old. They're very old, and they have old people working there. Okay. And the only way shit would actually change, in my opinion, is that someone else buys the company that actually knows about wrestling, and literally, Shane, Stephanie, and Vince needs to work for that person, and I'm just going to be like, ha ha ha, you're fucked. I don't know. Because that's the only thing I can see now these people doing now, working for other people now. I can literally see Triple H, Shane, Vince, and Stephanie work with different people because they lost their company. Who knows? They probably already did. Most people like they traded their company. Yes, they lost it a long time ago. No. In the spiritual enlightenment way, they lost it a long time ago too. Besides, Vince got it from his daddy. So his daddy lost the company before he got it. You know, his daddy told him the rules of how this business worked, right? Right? I'm telling you, man, the business is fucked up. For kind of well, back in the day, if someone took your spot, you actually beat them up outside of the alley and try to kill them. That's not a joke. You guys think that this is like fantasy and shit, but it really happened back in the day. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You don't learn about what happened during wrestling history? Of how they were back in the day, like mindset-wise and attitude? For crying out loud, some of these women that were wrestlers got fucking raped. So you mean to tell me, oh, that shit never happens? So don't fucking tell me that shit, man. Like, it's fucking stupid. Not all of them have, but some have, man. I'm just like, guys, like, you're acting like shit. You're acting like bad shit didn't happen like that back in the fucking old days and shit. But most people are like, yeah, it did, but it's not happening now. Yeah, you're acting like, how do you know? Oh, how do you know? Exactly. You, both of us, in a way, are pointing out. But the thing is, the reason I pointed out is because, actually, if you know how these companies are, like, literally, Like WWE, since they've been around for a long, long time, you know. And if you don't know, you can't be that fucking stupid, man. You mean to tell me that a business that's been around for a long time, you don't think it's never going to be corrupt or fall to the wrong hands of maybe somebody or some organization that's just completely, literally disgusting as fuck and has no mercy on you or me, that literally will want you dead the next day, or even look at you and want you to be like, oh yeah, I don't want the ground they walk in. That literally looks at you and says that you don't deserve to be on the planet. That is hardcore we're getting in, people. And oh, whatever. Go ahead, think like that, man. Alright? Go ahead and do your fantasy shit. While the big boys are talking big boy shit. Okay? Literally. Because when I was just thinking about this whole wrestling stuff, man, I'm just like, come on. You know? I do. I like wrestling, though. I do. The style of wrestling is great. And a lot of people don't know where wrestling really came from. A lot of people say it came from Mexico, or it came from Japan and all that, or China. All of you are fucking wrong. Oh, then where it came from? From the Sumerians, you dumb fuck. If you want to have that attitude. But if you want to have a smart attitude, oh, where it came from? It came from the Anunnaki, the Sumerians. It came from them. The first civilization. Which will be common knowledge like, oh, well, yeah, of course, no, duh. Right? Then don't be such an asshole about it. Oh, China and them got it. No, who they took it from? From other civilizations that started the civilization. Because those civilizations were there way before. You mean to tell me that civilizations that were already there that said that, oh, this started here, but it really started somewhere else when the first civilization was actually here? If that makes sense, if you're getting it. Meaning that, you know how there's a civilization that starts everything, obviously, and then over time there's a whole bunch of them, and then something new happens in one civilization that people think is new, but it's not new at all because they all started in that one original civilization that started branching out everywhere. Yeah, there we go. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. It can't be that It can't be that hard. It can't be. It really can't. So, again, WWE with this whole thing where if they want to do the male and females, like 1 week with the males and 1 week with the females, that'd be cool. But no, this whole thing talked about with other things about WWE than just besides that. And I apologize, but you know what? Things happen for a reason. And I can't talk about this company without talking about that shit. Because what do you want me to talk about from this company? The only thing that I'm waiting for is this company to be so exposed. Anyway, it's already exposed for the people that know. And the people that don't know, well, I don't even know what to tell you again. And yet, if I tell you it, you're going to be bullshitting me and saying that, oh, that's bullcrap. But yeah, you're not going to take the time to go out there and actually find it. Right? Right. Because you want everything spoon fed to you. But once you get that spoon fed, it's like, oh, no, you're lying to me. So find it for yourself. If you have that attitude. Basically. And if you don't want to find it, then I'm sorry. You know what that tells me? You don't want to grow. You don't want to learn. You want to stay stupid. It's almost like saying, oh, do you want to learn how to use a handgun for survival if you're in the middle of nowhere, basically? No. Oh, well, then you're not going to survive here that long. At least some people have a fucking goddamn axe, at least. Or a hunting knife. But you, nah, I'm just gonna stay. For kind of loud, well, at least you have your shoelace. You could use that. You know? What the fuck? But you'd be too stupid to think about that. Right? I don't know, guys. Like, shit like that. Shit like that. Shit people that just don't want to learn like that. I'm just like, there's advantage of you to be literally unstoppable if you're like fighting any creatures out in the wild. That I'm like like say like I don't know, maybe like a bear or like a mountain lion. Good luck. But but if you do try to manage to get out of those situations, then there you go. Um, it's just that you thought about something that the animal didn't, because the animal thought of either protecting its territory because you were in it, or it was just hungry, or it was just really pissed off at you for some reason. So it just depends how the animal feels. So that's really it, guys. I know this is just all stupid shit that I'm talking about right now. About I just stopped about WWE. It's not really stupid shit. It's great stuff, but it's not connecting to what I'm talking about right now. So I just hope you guys really think and hope that this company will never change. I don't see it change because this year it is just completely gone. I won't be surprised if WWE shuts their business down this year. Most people are like, oh, why would they do that if they're making millions of dollars? You're right. But are you looking around you? Do you know what time we're living in? Do you actually think we're going back to the way things were? You are funny. Even normal people that don't know the spiritual stuff, actually know that we're not going back to the way things were, and they already prepared. They've been preparing since 2012. That should tell you something. That should fucking tell you something. But no. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. You know, we're the idiots that are getting prepared, while you guys that are the smarties are gonna tell us you're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna just go on and live my life and get drunk and watch TV and watch the Kardashians or do something else with my fucking life besides, oh, I don't know, meditating, focusing on yourself, and maybe building. You know? Building what? Okay, if you a color person, please don't have that attitude. I hope you don't. But if you mean build what, meaning structures that we used to do in ancient times. You see those pyramids? We build that shit. Hispanics, Afro Hispanic people, and black people, man. We build that shit. Okay? And we can remember how to build it. It's just that some people don't want to open their mind up and think that they already know too much and think that, oh, this is all the knowledge I already need. That is a sad case. And other people, some people might say, oh, but you already know that, so what are you going to do with it? And it's like, it actually makes you grow in a spiritual enlightenment way, you know? And then eventually when you evolve more, when you meditate and you do stuff from, your daily life and everything like that, you keep leveling up in a way, you start building shit. And you level up more and more and more and more. And then eventually, guess what? You have beams coming out of your fucking goddamn hands. But whatever, right? Whatever. You guys love to make fun of that shit though, right? Always. Always, always, always. This is not going to the people that say that, hey, it's not going to take like a day for us to go like, shh. And I'm like, I know. Who the fuck you talking to here? Oh my god, it's almost like riding a bike. Like when the energy is already here, and we already have these powers, we already do. It's just that we need to unlock them, and we need to go deep inside of our consciousness and look at things, like go like this and stuff, like Like, just look at something, go like this, and program your brain, mush your brain, basically, like, um, basically, you muscle it, basically. And when you do that, you're doing something, you know. So it's just that the stuff that we made, like the towers and all that, just heightened shit up more. That's really it. So, and this video was about WWE. This is just going to be a just talking video because I'm just literally just talking at this point. This wasn't originally WWE video, but I guess it does not matter now. Oh well, shit happens, right? What else could I talk about, actually? I do got Alien vs. Predator. I've been wanting to watch that movie because it is about my people. And it is something about our history, man. These insectoids, man. We have a rich history with these insectoids, to believe it or not. I've been looking at stuff a lot more now, and there are some things, like even in some of the Christian Bibles, they depict the devil or Satan as an insect sometimes. And I'm just like usually a fly, right? And I'm just like, sometimes that always goes through my head and everything like that, because I'm always thinking about reptilians and shit, because, well, the Draconian Slayer in the astral realm, and I'm feared by these evil beings. But yes, you can't blame me for that. For crying out loud, I have a thing that I got going. I got a reputation, like that. But it's just, I don't know. Something's just, I don't know. It just, I can't really think of anything. It's just this stuff with these beings. It's amazing because yes, we fucked up. We've done stuff to them that's not probably good. But we used to care about these bugs, man. And I'm not talking about the insectoids. I'm talking about the bugs here on this planet. I don't know about the cockroaches. I know about the bees, ants, and beetles. Those are the ones I think that really matter. Other ones, probably not. Probably not. Don't kill me on this because I'm still researching it. So I could be wrong on that. But I do, and I'm 100% certain that we did care about the ants, the bees, obviously. That's number one, the bees. The bees, and obviously, beetles. So there's that. Because when we saw the beetles and they flew and all that, we saw that and we were like, they were inspirational. The bugs, when they flew, we were like, if they can fly, so can we. So we build. So we can fly. Some of us can already fly. And some of us can go through the cosmic current with a boat or an ark, in a way. You see, when you think about it, the whole thing about the flood, not to say there wasn't floods that happened here on planet. Yes, it has. But I'm talking about more of like, when you look at the whole flood, like the Noah story, the flood and all that, what if that happened in the cosmos? Like, what if the cosmos, because the cosmos is literally the ocean, So what if there was a type of flood that happened in the cosmos? Meaning a type of maybe wave that happened that shook the boundaries of the cosmos and moved probably planets. Something to think about. Because when you really look back at some of these things, they either sometimes talk about what happened to the cosmos or what happened to the people of the planet. And 9 times out of 10, it's usually the cosmos, because when you look back at it, like even the story of creation, it literally goes back to the cosmos, meaning that, yeah, the Like there's a woman's womb, and that's the galaxy. And then there's the Sqawn, which is all the asteroids and all that, you know. And then there's the male also, which is the sun. The sun shoots out the energy, which is also a type of sperm energy, and instead of a different type a way that which is different, because when there's a planet and meteors go through it, it's literally feeding the planet. That's another type of reproducing. But when it comes to cosmic, it's way different, because with the sun, we come from the sun. That's why we call it sun children. You know, we're moon and sun children. And when the sun shoots out radiation, that, guess what's coming out of it? Us. We light beings. Light beings are coming out of the sun, and we're supposed to go in the planet. But guess what? We got stuck and trapped in it because of what the moon did. What the evil beings did to the moon and Saturn, you know? So when that shit happened, that's why you see the all that all that green in the South Pole and the North Pole and shit. I think I'm right about that. Hopefully I'm right about that. I don't know, but I forgot what it's called. The Rolly Borealis or some shit. I don't know if I think I got that shit on. Sorry guys, sorry, but that right there is literally supposed to be us. It's color green for a reason, you know. And it's funny too, because I was thinking about Mars attacks, and when you watch the movie, the Mars people, when they die, they shoot out green blood. Yeah, just to point that out. Just to point that out. I'm not saying we're with them. They could have been on they could have been some of our family members that were bad, you know. Totally possible. And it always, sometimes it goes back to some of these evil beings too. So I think I passed it, because I'm checking a YouTuber real quick, because they showed, I mean, he talked about something about what I was talking about with the whole plasma thing, and what was the name of it. I'm just trying to think of the name. I'm trying to find the video of it. Hold on guys, I gotta pause that shit, because alright, I can't find the video. I mean, I probably did find the video, but I can't find the thumbnail that shows the color of it and what's the name of it. But I could be wrong about the name and everything like that. But it is in the sky and everything like that, and that's supposed to be us, and that's how you know they're all light beings trapped here. And once the spirit realm, the physical realm, happen, and once the whole thing breaks of that delusion, basically, of the whole moon and Saturn, the those light beings will have a choice to either go up, leave, or just stay back here, you know, and go inside bodies and stuff. So I want to show you this before I end the video. You see this right here? Shout out to RFG Chosen One. This fish right here, this is our ancestor, this fish. This fish has lungs, and this is the fish that helped us, literally had lungs to go back to the surface. Let me go on land, when there was eventually land. And this sea creature has been killed, eaten, and sold. And that is our family member. Most people want to joke about it, but without this creature, remember, this creature, when we were normals, we genetically modified this creature to make sure we had lungs. Okay, because we had gills, remember that. Did we have both at one point? Maybe we did, you know. But then over time, you know, because this thing has, you know, gills and lungs too, but this one mostly has lungs. So, something to point out, guys. Shout out to RFG Chosen One, man. Great videos.